Hey Leo, welcome to your weekly forecast for December 20th through the 26th. This reading is going to be for Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. We're going to connect here and see what messages are coming up for the Leo collective. I am setting the intention for the 20th through the 26th. However, you're going to find this video whenever you are meant to find it and whenever there were messages here for you to hear. These are general readings. Not every single message is going to resonate. So take what does and leave the rest. Without further ado, Leo, let's jump right on in and see what is coming up here for the Leo collective. The first card coming up here is the Two of Pentacles. Now, I know a lot of people are used to watching tarot readings for love and romance. No, nothing wrong with that. It is a natural part of being human, right? We all want to know about love and romance. But for those of you who are new to my channel, you might hear my little Poochie in the background. I recently rescued a dog from the shelter and he is glued to me. He does not leave my side. So you may be hearing him. But I know a lot of people watch tarot for love and romance, and so for that reason, Two of Pentacles gets typecast a lot of the times, and people see Two of Pentacles to mean like a third-party situation or somebody who's juggling relationships. And don't get me wrong, it can mean that sometimes. Not always. Even in a love reading, that's not always what it means. And when we're not specifically focusing on love and romance, it's definitely not what it means. So outside of love and romance, Two of Pentacles can indicate that you have a lot going on, right? There's a lot you're trying to juggle, and you might be kind of stuck inside your head. What does it mean to be stuck inside your head? When you're stuck inside your head, you are super worried about what other people might be saying about you or how they might be viewing you or what they're thinking. Some of you maybe are feeling overwhelmed in a work situation, or maybe you recently started a new job and you're feeling like, oh, was that an eye roll? Did that person just give me side eye? Did that person just like make a weird face when I said something? They probably think I don't know what I'm doing. They probably think that I shouldn't even be here. And we start to get really uncomfortable. We get nervous. We might not like certain people. And it completely and totally robs us of the joy of the experience that we're having. Because we're in our head the whole time, thinking about, oh, this person thinks this about me, this person thinks that about me. So when I see the Two of Pentacles, it's a reminder to try to get grounded, get out of your head, remind yourself you're not a mind reader. You don't know what people are thinking. Maybe that person is making those faces because they have horrible gas. You don't know what the situation is. And maybe they're not making faces. Maybe they've got that resting bitch face, you know, like, it might not have anything to do with you. Maybe they're in their head thinking about the fight they had with their boyfriend or their girlfriend before they left the house, and they're like, can you believe what they said to me? They've got another thing coming to them when I get home. You don't know what's going on in their head. It might not even be about you. So try to get grounded and try to focus on what you're doing. If you're feeling overwhelmed at work, don't sit there and say to yourself, oh my gosh, I have to hurry up and finish this because I have 10 more reports on my desk. Or I got to finish up on this and I got to get together, 5 other dishes. Maybe you're catering an event or something, right? Like, don't think about that. Focus on what you're doing in that moment. Make it the best you can possibly make it. And try to enjoy it. Focus on what you're doing about it that you like. Focus on what you're doing about it that's fun. And this will help get some of that nervous, stressed out energy out of the way so that you can focus on what you're doing and you can get to everything. It doesn't help to be in your head about, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. Focus on one thing at a time, okay? And try to make it fun. Focus on the enjoyable parts of it and just Don't worry about the people around you. It's not about them. It's about you having this wonderful experience and this wonderful opportunity to strengthen your skills, to have these new experiences and focus on the gift that's in that. The next card coming up here for you, Leo, is the Four of Wands. Now, again, a lot of people are used to watching love and romance readings when it comes to tarot. And so Four of Wands is typecast as a marriage, right? As a wedding. That could very well be happening for some of you. Maybe you're manifesting marriage. Maybe you're manifesting an engagement, like a ring under the Christmas tree or something. That could very well be happening for some of you. Some of you may be having plans or having serious conversations with a significant other about where the relationship is headed and making a home together in the future, or planning a home together in the future. Definitely can be the case for some of you. Now, what some people don't know is Four of Wands in general is going to indicate long-term stability, security, a sense of abundance, a happy home, a community of friends, having a social circle, having a circle that you belong to. And so this could be something that some of you are manifesting. It might not have anything at all to do with marriage. Another meaning of the Four of Wands has to do with like a homecoming, getting to go back home and see your friends and family. And for some of you, you might be doing this, especially depending on if you're in the part of a world or in a culture that has holidays at this time. Maybe some of you are traveling back home to visit friends or family. And for those of you who are, that Two of Pentacles coming up is giving me a feeling or a sense that you might be going back home on this trip not feeling so proud of yourself. But I feel once you get to where you're going, you're having this realization where you're like, I really have come a really long way. I've really come far. I'm not giving myself enough credit. I'm really proud of myself. And some of you might be hearing from your friends or your family how proud they are of you. Right? So for some of you, you may be going somewhere and you have friends or family that never had a chance to leave. They never had a chance to see other cities or states or countries. And they've just been in this little bubble and they just think that it's so fascinating hearing your experiences, hearing your stories. And I feel like in this way, it's a kind of a humbling experience. And when I say the word humbling, what I mean by this is, you're realizing how much you've taken for granted, or how much you have that other people don't have, and that maybe you haven't been appreciating it. So it's helping you to see yourself through a different lens. It's helping you see yourself from a different light, and you're like, I really have accomplished a lot, and I'm really not being grateful. I'm really like not taking a chance to process what an amazing opportunity I have right now and how amazing my life is, compared to a lot of people who are still here and who aren't ever going to get a chance to have the experiences that I have. So I feel like it's helping you put your life into perspective and have more gratitude, and be more proud of yourself, like to just kind of pat yourself on the back and give yourself a little bit more credit, because you're not realizing how much you've accomplished. You're not realizing how far you've come. And some of you are going to take a trip back home and you're going to be reminded of that. You're like, wow, I have so much to be proud of. I'm really not giving myself credit. I'm forgetting how far I've come. And so there's this reminder coming in for some of you. The next card coming up here for Leo is the Ace of Wands. And Ace of Wands can be passion, excitement, adventure. Overall, it's a card that comes up when we're being encouraged to seize an opportunity that is presenting itself. Some of you may be traveling back home, or maybe you're in your hometown and somebody who went away or moved away is coming back and visiting the hometown, and you might have somebody coming and visiting. or it may be the other way around. But I feel like there may be this unexpected opportunity for a relationship presenting itself for some of you. Now, as I said in the weekly forecasts, I don't focus on love and romance. I want to focus about you. Sometimes love and romance comes up, so when it does, we're going to talk about it. And I am feeling that vibe for some of you. You're having a childhood friend visit back home, if where you are is what you consider to be home, or if you're visiting back home, you may be running into somebody from the past, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, well, I'm single and you're single and you're looking awfully good. Time's been good to you, you know, so there could be something here where you weren't looking for it, but an opportunity is presenting itself for a new relationship. Now, in terms of like business, creative projects, there could be other offers coming your way that you might be really tempted to kind of say, oh, well, you know what? I've got my sights set on bigger things. I'm thinking big right now. I don't waste my time with small potatoes. But the Ace of Wands is saying this is not a small potato. What might seem very small has the potential to branch off and to grow into something very significant. So as opportunities are coming in this week, Leo, don't be quick to dismiss them. Don't misjudge them, because they have a lot of potential. And sometimes we have to take hold of opportunities not based on the opportunity itself, but the potential that it has. For some of you, I feel like this is going to be invaluable in terms of networking. Maybe it's not going to bring you a ton of money. Maybe it's not going to be a regular, consistent thing. Maybe it's just a short-term thing. Maybe it's just an event you're being invited to take part in. But I feel like in terms of networking, you're going to meet people that's going to be very beneficial for you in terms of career, in terms of networking, in terms of collaborations. That can be the case for some of you too. Some of you maybe are being invited to a wedding or celebration and you don't want to go because you're stuck inside your head. I don't have anything to wear, and I don't feel good about myself, and I hate this time of year, and you might be thinking of all the reasons why you don't want to go. I hear you. I'm having humor about it. I'm not putting you down. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just trying to like kind of make light of the situation a little bit, because we all get that way from time to time, right? We all do. And so what these cards are telling us is that you need to get out of your head and accept this invitation, because it's opening doors for you. You're going to find that you will actually have a pretty decent, if not great time, and that you're going to be able to socialize. You're going to be able to make connections there. And this can be leading you to a significant relationship. I'm not telling you that you're going to go and it's going to be like the fairy godmother shows up and you're going to run off at midnight and leave the glass slipper and Prince Charming is going to find you and you're going to get married to somebody you meet there that night. That could happen for some of you. By all means, congratulations. But for a lot of you, you're just going to go have a good time. You're going to meet some new people. This is leading you to soul tribe, soul friend, soul family, and that in turn is leading you to meeting the person that is going to be a life partner. Okay, it might not be that night. It might not be where you're going to show up there and you're going to see the person and your eyes are going to lock and, a week later you're engaged. Might not be the case. I'm not saying it can't happen. It has happened for some people. It does happen from time to time. But it is going to happen. Maybe not that night, but it is going to happen. And you may be meeting people that night that are leading you to that. So accept invitations. Okay? The next card coming up here for Leo is the Six of Pentacles. Now, in terms of financial matters, financial situations, Six of Pentacles is very, very wonderful, even in relationships, because it gives us a sense of reciprocal energy. If you've ever been in situations where you feel like you give a lot and you get nothing back, Six of Pentacles tells us you're coming into the flow. that you're giving out and that you're receiving. Okay, reciprocal energy. In terms of money and finances, Six of Pentacles is the ideal financial situation. You have money coming in. You have money put away for the future, set aside for the future. You have a savings. Money continues to come in. You continue to put money aside for the future, and that savings continues to grow. But you also have money to enjoy life, to treat yourself, to do things you want to do, to be generous to other people when you feel moved to do so. There's no debts. This is like the ideal financial situation. So a lot of you are coming into consistent financial stability and breaking out of that cycle of feast or famine, or money's good, money's terrible, money's good, money's terrible, and coming into the consistent flow in terms of finances. Some of you may be receiving generosity from other people, and this might be one of the reasons why you're in the Two of Pentacles energy, because you're feeling like a little bit embarrassed. People are inviting me to stay with them. Maybe people from back home are saying, oh, come back home and stay here a while. And you might feel like, oh, life's not working out the way that I had hoped or the way that I had planned. And you might be feeling a little bit embarrassed. And you might be like, well, people are helping me, but I want to do it myself. I want to be on my own 2 feet. You'll get there. But first, what you need to learn is that you deserve to receive. That you are a child of God. That you are a child of the universe. Unconditional love is your God-given birthright. Food, clothing, shelter. You have a right to these things. And you deserve to receive, right? You deserve to receive, and you need to learn that. And you need to learn the lesson that God provides, that the universe provides. And once you can learn that and accept that and be open to receiving, you're going to find opportunities coming up for you to be on your own 2 feet and to not need the kindness of others. But sometimes the lesson is to learn to accept that kindness and to learn that we're being taken care of, to learn that God, universe, is in charge and that we're not abandoned. We're being loved and we're being taken care of, and we deserve to be loved and taken care of in that way. Sometimes that's the lesson we have to learn before we can get unblocked to get on our 2 feet. And that could be happening for some of you. Overall, Leo, this is wonderful energy. This is very free-flowing. This is very open. This is very positive. This is like long-term joy, long-term plans, security, stability. It looks really good. And so I'm happy that you guys have these cards coming up. You may want to check out your moon sign, your rising sign. Some weeks that might resonate for you more than your sun sign. Love and romance readings for December are linked in the description. January love readings will be up soon. The 2022 12-month forecasts for all zodiac signs are finally posted. I have those linked in the description as well. If you would like to schedule a private reading with me, you can do so by going to calendly.com/amethystangelite and schedule a private reading with me there. I thank you all for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. Bye, Leo. Take care. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Be well.